All right, so welcome everybody to our Tuesday presentation. Again, I am super grateful to have you here to be spending some time with us. I'm going to be as quick as I can, but I want to show you guys some cool things and introduce you to some pretty amazing stuff happening, and just give you guys some, some raw numbers here tonight. Nothing fancy. I'm not going to keep you any longer than I have to, but just wanted to show you guys some real raw numbers. No hype, no, nothing like that. Just want to show you exactly what we're doing, how we're doing it, and let you decide at the end if this is something for you. So you probably got an invite, something to the effect of, how to create a walkaway residual income in 12 months or less with a revolutionary new business model that costs just 33 cents per day, which I know sounds, like a pretty big statement. But what I'm hoping over the course of this presentation is that I'm going to back it up with some numbers. I'm going to back it up with showing you that it's actually happening for lots and lots of people in less than 12 months. So if we can do what I'm going to show you here tonight in 8 months tops, we can certainly help you do it in 12. And so again, I'm going to show you that it's already happening. I'm going to give you and I'm going to give you access to see everything from the inside absolutely free. So for that reason, I want you to put your wallet away. I want you to put your skepticism away. There is absolutely nothing to buy here right now. And again, I'm going to give you completely free access here at the end, and you can come hang out and see everything from the end and see if everything is what I say. And you'll actually be able to see some of these numbers from the inside, and decide for yourself if this is something that you want to do. But a little bit about us: we are the Job Free Revolution, and we believe that you can work while working less, and so you should. I mean, but we do believe that work should be me exponent with those that you love the most, doing the things that you love the most, and serving the people, community causes that speak to your heart. And so we truly, truly believe that, it's not okay. We've been fed, sort of, some untruths, some things for a long, long time, and that, it's okay to just, live in this wake, work, eat, sleep, repeat existence. And we don't believe here that that's okay. We don't believe that we should just be buying houses that we never sleep in, raising families that we never get to hang out with, putting all of our hopes and dreams on, some retirement date that, frankly, for most people, never ever happens. And it's certainly not okay to all of our time here on earth just for a few extra pennies per month, at the end of the bills every single month. And so we believe fully that you are meant to, to do more, to have more, to be more, and to give more. And so I want you to think about just really quickly, why are you here? What brings you here? What has you needing, to build a bigger future for yourself or for others? When I first got started in this industry, actually over 20 years ago, the first few years were pretty rough. I had gotten into, we were floating between, 30 to $50,000 in debt at any single month, mostly because of all the stuff doing and failing at. And, I had actually gotten let go through Christmas from my job, and I had a little dog, 9 months old. My wife was pregnant. And so, my sort of draw the line in the sand moment was, when I got laid off, actually fully let go from my job. I had got to spend a whole bunch of time with my daughter, with my wife, and it seemed pretty crummy actually in the beginning. To lose up. 3 weeks before Chris got a family support, so I'm kind of feeling like less of a man. I'm stressed out. We've got all this debt. What am I going to do? And really a few months into that, I was spending all this time with my daughter, spending all my life, and so I in the sand and said, you know what? This being laid off from my job let me see exactly that I actually want to have. And so drawing my line in the sand. I'm never leaving my wife again, my children again. I had my daughter at home. I had my son was on the way. I'm never leaving them again to live in this wake work, like eat sleep existence of a job that I didn't even like anyway. I figured it out for myself. But I'm asking you, what is your reason right now? Why are you here? What are you, running from or away from, or what are you running towards? And really more importantly, what are you running towards? And for me, again, I was running towards the future where I could home with my family and be with them and do the things that I wanted to do with the people I love to do them with. And so just ask you to think about that, really quickly and imagine your life if you actually had the time and the freedom and the income to do all of the things that you really, really wanted to do in your heart. So during this presentation, I'm going to show you some things, but I wanted to ask you before I showed you, would it be okay if I showed you a done for you that even a person could do right now that was creating at least and brand new paychecks every week? I said 5,000 brand new paychecks every week. We're averaging right now since February at least two brand new six-figure earners every single week. We've recently helped a homeless man go from zero to creating a $100,000 per month income in less than 6 months. And this all has a total cost of just 33 cents per day. So would it be okay if I showed you that? Now, I want to give you an easier button, but I want to make sure I am talking to the right people, that I have the right crowd here. So if that's okay with you, give me a yes in the chat and I'll keep going. Otherwise, we've all got, things to do, people to see, and we can move on. But I'm getting some yes, 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 yes. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. So I am in the right place with the right people, and I will continue on this sake. So what I want to introduce you to tonight is a wealth called LiveGood. And I'm going to show you during this presentation 10 ways that you can actually, that can help you escape your job in 12 months or less. And new revolutionary model that LiveGood has introduced to the world to fix a broken industry. And who you're seeing here is Ben Glinsky. He's one of the co-founders of LiveGood. And, he likes to say, in this industry, if you are buying, products in the direct sales or network from a home-based business, that sort of thing, these products cost, if they cost about $8 to $12 to make, they're being marked up to 80, 100, 150. I've even spent as much as $200 a month for products that really cost about $20 a company to produce. And so, Ben, who's for 20 years, he's built companies, he's built teams, he's been on both sides of the fence, he's been a business, his own companies. But he got to, the industry wasn't what it was promising. And so for a while, he just kept eating at him. He really wanted to help people, wanted to come back. And so, in December, he actually launched a brand new model. And the reason being is that the way he likes to say is, in this industry, like I said, everything is so marked up that the question he likes to ask is, would you pay $67 for a cheeseburger if the top could earn $20 from it? And no, none of us would do that. And so, we are here to fix the broken industry. We are here to help people, what they like to call, I have a little guy or a little girl, but just the average everyday person who really wants to make, that 1,000 or, 3,000 or 5,000 or $10,000 a month from home. So that you can do the things that you want with the people that you want and serve the people communities that really make your heart feel excited and make you. And so that's the first thing. Remember, I'm going to show you 10 ways that LiveGood can help you, at least make you job optional over the next 12 months by helping you create income in a way that separates your income from your time and actually gives you freedom. So the first thing was, a mission that, co-founders actually believed in, and they wanted to help people outside of themselves, do something special with their lives. And then the second thing is done for you. Listen, today, all of the hard, taking, time-consuming, and expensive stuff can and should be done for you. We're living in a world now where, now we're seeing, how AI works and all this other sort of stuff. But we've had this technology for a long time where, you can set up businesses and have all of the websites and the copy and the products done for you and the customer service done for you and the merchant accounts handled for you and all the hard, taking, time consuming, expensive stuff can be done for you. And so it should. And when I made this discovery, I actually made this discovery about a month into when I got, fired from my job or let go from my job 3 weeks before Christmas. I discovered a guy named Darren Gaudry, and Darren Gaudry was actually doing exactly what I wanted to do. And I'd never seen anybody building a business like Darren. Darren was building what, I call now a lifestyle business or a freedom business. And what he was doing was using other people's systems, other people's tools, other people's products, other people's, merchant accounts, other people's customer service to build a long-term stable business. Not only long-term, but he was building them really, really quickly. And he was on a different beach every single weekend. He was driving the cars he wanted to drive and living where he wanted to live and hanging out with his family when he wanted to hang out with his family and doing just great things in the but it seemed like he was never working. And so I started looking at, how Darren was building his business and actually, connected it with the business that Darren was, building at the time. And I started building it for myself. And from the moment I started building that business, the way that Darren was showing me how to build that business, in 12 months, I made my first $101,000 online. Now, remember, trying to do it the other way, where I was doing a lot of that hard, techy, time consuming, expensive stuff on my own, stuff that you may have already tried to do. You may have already tried to build your websites. You may have already tried to write all of your emails, and you may have already tried to come up with all of your content, and you may have already tried to, come up with products and all this other hard stuff. And I was trying to do that too. And that got me about $30,000 to $50,000 in debt. And I plugged into the way Darren was doing it. And again, within 12 months, I had made my first $101,000 online. And I've never really gone back to that model since. I've always done, I've always plugged into done for you businesses, done for you systems that are right now ready to go. And listen, if you want to create, something quickly for yourself, if you've got to spend, months and even years creating products and then designing, websites and ad copy and then handling customer service and then, merchant accounts, are really, really tough. There was a period of 3 or 4 months where I did try to launch something of my own one more time, and I ran into problems with merchant accounts where they took all the money that I made, they held it for 6 months, and it was just a headache, and I had customer service issues. And so I'm assuming that you don't really want to do any of that stuff, and that's why you're here. But here's what we know in terms of done for you. We know that when you win, we win. And here's why, because we are building, you're going to see this business model, sort of develop over the course of this presentation, but we are building a business with people. We are building a business, with each other. And so as I build my business, I'm helping other people build their businesses. As they build their business, they're helping me. And, as I build, I'm helping the people that brought me into this business build their business. And we're all building together sort of as a community. And, as you're going to see over the course of this presentation, it's like, would you rather, create income only when you worked, right? So when you put in your 8 or 10 or 12 or 14 or whatever, however many hours you put in a day, would you only want to get paid when you change that time for dollars? Or would you want to get paid when you had dozens, hundreds, thousands, even hundreds of thousands of people at any moment contributing to your income? I mean, the answer is pretty easy. We all would want, dozens, hundreds, thousands, even hundreds of thousands of people contributing to our income at any moment. And I'm going to talk to you about that over, in just a couple minutes. But we know here on this team that if we can help you win in a bigger way, in a faster way, in a more efficient way, in a less expensive way, then the better your business is going to grow and the better our business is going to grow. So we have gone a step further. LiveGood gives you everything that you need, but we wanted to make it even easier, even faster, even better for you. So we've got a team of people who have been doing this. Some of us, like myself, have been doing this for a couple of decades. And so we've got all of this experience in doing some of this stuff. And so we've gone, above and beyond and created done for you funnels that you can use, done for you pages, done for you presentations, just like this one. Somebody invited you to this presentation, and I want you to think about that. They don't have to give their presentation. They don't have to do the slides. They don't have to, have a Zoom account. They don't have to, prepare to present and all this other sort of stuff. All they've got to do, they sent you a link. You click that link and you're here. Now, could you just send somebody a link? Of course you could. And we're going to give you, the next thing we're going to help you do is, help you find as many people as, you possibly can, to share these links with, to share these presentations with, to share, the opportunity links with, and in the product links and all this other stuff. We are going to show you exactly how to do that. on top of giving you, sites and presentations and everything that you need to help you actually build a customer base. We're going to give you, emails and swipe copy, and somebody probably sent you maybe an email, or you saw a social post, or maybe you got a text, with a piece that they had written something, and they may not even written that. I had posted something in one of our Telegram groups today and said, hey, listen, you can copy, you can paste this, you can send this to everybody you want to. Just get them to this presentation. Now, could you copy something? Could you paste something? Could you send it off to somebody if you didn't have to write it, if you didn't have to do all of that, mental work to try to come up with the exact right things to say? If you could have somebody who's got 20 years in the industry doing that sort of stuff for you, wouldn't it make it easier? Absolutely. And then we've got 24/7 communities, these chat communities like the one that I just mentioned, where, I posted something that somebody, the entire team could just use for themselves. But we come there for inspiration and motivation, and for, tips on building our business, and just to hang out with cool people, right? One of the things about being an entrepreneur is that, sometimes it gets difficult to, build a business when people don't understand you, right? We're a different breed. Entrepreneurs are a different breed because we're taking responsibility for problems that other people don't even want to solve for themselves, right? And so, we are a different breed, and it's nice to hang out with people who are actually doing, the thing that you want to do at a very, very high level. And so, to give you an idea of, how this done for you stuff can work for you, Trisha Smith, this was a couple of weeks ago. She had taken a trip cross country from Indiana to Arizona to hang out with her children and her grandchildren, and just have fun. But here's what happened when she was away. It was an incredible time, she says. Her LiveGood business kept growing while she was away. The checks kept coming in every single week, and she came back to a number of rank advancements, meaning actually that her business and her team was actually growing in her absence while she was away for weeks, with her family, hanging out, traveling across the country, just having fun. Her business was still growing because she had these done for you systems in place that just continue to work for her whether she's around or not. And she said it was great to have the freedom to step away, not even skip a beat. It's a blessing to have a growing residual business with such a supportive team. Again, you've got a team behind you every single second of every single day, there to support you, to help you, to give you everything that you need to build a successful business, even when you're not around. And so she says, it gives you the freedom to enjoy the important things in life. And isn't that true, right? We don't build businesses, we all came to a presentation like this, and this may be your first, this may be your 100th presentation, but we all come to a presentation like this because, yes, we want to create income, but more importantly, we want to have the time and the freedom to be able to do with that income what we want to do, right? Again, I keep going back to this. We want to spend the time with those that we love the most, doing the things that we love the most, and serving the people, communities, and causes that speak to our own hearts, the things that speak to your heart. That's why you're here, right? It wouldn't really matter to have this pile of money. Like, I don't know if you remember this, maybe this dates me a little bit, but there used to be this cartoon with Scrooge McDuck where he had this big room with just, there was coins and money, and he would go in there and swim around. I mean, I guess it'd be neat if you could swim around in coins and stuff, but it probably hurts a little bit too, right? And what benefit would that be if you just had all this money and you didn't have the time and the freedom to use it, right? And so we're all here because what we actually want is time and freedom, but you can't really have those two things unless you're creating a substantial amount of income at the same time. And so what we're doing here is showing you how to create income so you can produce time and freedom exponentially. And so to go further on Trisha's experience here, she not only was she blessed to have her business grow while she was gone because of these systems and tools and resources, teams in place. She also was able to, I was talking about that swipe copy and just, copy, paste, send type stuff. The day she got back, I mean, she's busy, probably tired. We were doing a Tuesday presentation just like this. She didn't have time to really think about anything or write anything or do anything. She just had time to basically copy, paste, and send. And so that's what she did. She got people to a presentation just like this, just basically walking in the door from a, multiple week vacation, copy, paste, send, got people to a presentation just like this that she didn't have to do, and was actually able to grow her business that night as well. So that is what done for you systems and tools and resources teams can do. And so that was number 2. Number 3 thing that you need if you want to create, income quickly for yourself is pretty obvious. You need to be able to be creating some sort of right now income into your life. You can't be waiting, weeks or even, a month or more sometime to get paid for your efforts. You've got to start getting paid right now. And so we are, again, I told you this was going to be real. It's going to be raw. I'm going to give you everything up front and you can make some decisions. That if you are interested in the business side of LiveGood, it's $40 one time ever. $40 one time ever to use all of the tools, systems, customer service, to have all of that stuff done for you, to have all of these automations and everything done for you, your customer service done for you. Again, all the hard, taking time consuming, expensive stuff. This is a business that does over $10 million a month already. Wouldn't it be cool to be able to step into a $10 million per month business for a one-time fee of $40? Absolutely, right? And where else can that happen outside of this, this home-based business industry like this? It's really, really difficult to find something that you could step into like that, but that's what we're giving you the opportunity to do. And so every time somebody who gets started for that $40 and then it's $9.95 a month, that's why we say it's 33 cents a day to maintain your business. For 33 cents a day, you're going to get $25 for everybody that you recommend this to, everybody that you refer this to, and they come to a presentation like this and they say, you know what, that sounds awesome, I want to get started. Boom, you get $25 right away, pays you on Thursday, that very next Thursday. But that's not even the coolest part of that $25 bonus. The coolest part is part of this leverage, part of this, it's sort of like, it goes back to that done for you thing, but it's more of a team thing, right? We have the leverage of building teams here. And not only do we leverage done for you stuff, we leverage teams of people. The reason why Trisha's business grew, for example, while she was away is because she's got a team of people building beneath her all the time. And so these $25 bonuses actually pay you 10 levels deep. So you could be getting paid on a person who brought in a person, 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 10 levels deep into your business. Now, how cool would it be? It's kind of like walking into your office and not just getting paid. Let's say you've got a sales job, right? You walk into the office and you make a sale, cool, you get paid. But, what if Jim over there made a sale and you got paid? What if Bob over there made a sale and you get paid? What if Sally over there made a sale and you got paid, right? And for 10 levels of people, you got paid. That's where that $25 comes in that 10 levels of payment. And this $25 and the 10 level matching is just the beginning. It's not even remotely the most exciting, but that's what gets you paid right now. Every single week, you will get paid on that $25 and all of the bonuses 10 levels deep. And as you see here, we are getting paid 10 levels deep on our teams based on the ranks that we're hitting. And this is creating what I call, exponential income, which is thing number 4. If you want to be able to, step into a life where you can create income in a way that gives you time and freedom exponentially, you've got to have what I call exponential income. And this is how you get paid whether you get out of bed or not. Exponential income is the income that will continue to grow and expand in your absence. And, go back to Trisha's story. Her income, her business was growing in her absence. A couple of weeks ago, I went away. We always go away, late July for my birthday and my wife and I's anniversary. We always go away for at least a week. And so I stepped away completely from my business, wasn't doing a single thing. And every single day, my business grew. Every single day, my team grew. Every single day, my income grew. And I wasn't working at all. I was enjoying the beach. I was swimming with, manatees. I was having amazing dinners. I was spending amazing time with my wife and just had a great time. And for a week straight, my business just continued to grow. My team continued to grow. My income continued to grow because of exponential income. And this is sort of to think about different mindsets. There are, like a wealthy mindset and a poor mindset. And a poor mindset is this: I'm going to clock in, I'm going to clock out, and I'm just going to continue to trade my time for $1 every single day. And really what that's resulted in, and, this is years and years and years and years and years and years and years of history. Most people at the end of that cycle of, I'm going to trade my time for dollars, trade my time for dollars, trade my time for dollars. They believe that at the end of that, there's going to be this like roses and rainbows retirement. And number one, that doesn't happen. And number two, even if it does happen, most people are too old in their retirement to actually do all of the things that they wanted to do with their lives. So wouldn't it be cool if right now you could be creating income in a way that allows you to right now, today, again, do the things that you love to do with the people that you love the most and spend your time serving the people, communities, and causes that spoke to your heart right now, not at some point in the future that may or may not happen. And for 85 to 90% of people, absolutely doesn't happen because those people are relying on, either another job or government assistance after they retire. And so that's kind of like this poor mindset, because you never, never, ever get out of that trading time for dollars. You never get out of that just having a few pennies over broke every single month, right? Wealthy look at creating income a different way. They look at ways to create income that actually creates time, money, and freedom simultaneously by leveraging teams, employees, assets. For example, here I spoke. We're leveraging, number one, we're leveraging teams, right? Because we're building teams of people that I'm going to show you some incredible results from building teams, whether you build that team or not. And I'm going to, and also assets, right? So an asset is a presentation like this. An asset is a website, right? An asset is a social post that you make that's working for you when you're not around, or an email that you send that keeps working for you when you're not around, or a video that you make that works for you when you're not around. It's all of these different assets that you have. Some of them are done for you, some of them that you can copy paste and do pretty easily. But those are assets that are working for you all the time. And so when you step into a wealthy mindset, you look for ways to, again, create wealth in a way that you're leveraging, assets and teams and, sometimes employees. If you're building a business, we don't leverage employees here, right? Because we're building businesses, we're building a community, a team that actually wants to work with each other and build amazing things together, right? So we build faster, we scale faster, but we're using teams and we're leveraging assets to create income in a way that exponentially increases our time and freedom to do what we want. So, for example, the reason I was able to go on vacation, for a week and have my team and my business and my income grow is because I'm right now, this moment, getting paid 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whether I work or not, from thousands of people all over the world in every single time zone that are working to build their businesses. And as they're building their business, my business is building as well. And so again, I can step away for a week and know that I have literally thousands of people whose efforts are contributing to my income. That's why I can have income and time and freedom all at the same time. And you can too when you plug into a more leveraged way of creating income, like exponential income. And soon I'm going to be getting paid on the efforts of, it's actually over 600,000 people. What I'm going to show you is how LiveGood rewards those who decide to help build the company, and they will actually pay you a small percentage of all of the gross profits of the entire company. So you actually get paid on over 600,000 people and growing. We're going to grow to over 1 million people by the end of the year. Imagine if you could step away from your business and have 1 million people working for you 24/7 in every time zone on every continent in the entire world. That's how you create income in a way that gives you time and freedom simultaneously. And so this is kind of how one of the ways we, how we build a business here. So if you see, there's that line there on the left, and there are all these people getting dropped into this team. This is how we place, right? We've got what we call a matrix, and I'll talk about that a little bit as we go. But as that matrix fills, it doesn't have to be you that fills it. We're a team of people growing together. We're a community of people growing together. As I grow, my business grows, and as Bob grows, his business grows, and my business grows, and somebody else's business grows, and as Sarah grows, as we're growing our own individual businesses, we're actually helping other people out. So if you see here in this presentation, if you imagine, like, if I was the green person, or if you're the green person there at the top, all of these people are coming into your business, whether you brought them in or not, and you get paid on every single one of those people. If I brought them in, or Bob brought them in, or somebody else brings them in, it doesn't really matter. You get paid on them, and that's how we can get paid on up to, right now, over 600,000 people. We're go to 1 million, and then it keeps growing and growing and growing. I'll give you an example of how that works. and what that means for you in exact numbers here in just a second. But what you just saw there is our matrix, right? It's a 2 by matrix. And so as you go down, the matrix paid more and more and more. And so this unranked means that, you're not building the business at all. If you don't bring in a single customer, a single partner into LiveGood, you can still make up to $2,047 a month. I want you to hear that again. You can make up to $2,047 a month without ever bringing in a single customer, without ever bringing in a single partner. Now, wouldn't it be awesome to be able to earn without having to, personally grow a business? Now, that being said, it's not the way that I recommend grow a business. But we're about 8 months in, and we already have people just about to hit this $2,000 a month, amount, who've never brought in a single customer, who've never brought in a single, affiliate or partner into LiveGood, who are just here enjoying it. They may be, loving the products. I'll show you the products here in a minute. But imagine earning, hundreds, even thousands of dollars a month with little to no business building. Now, that's the slow way to build. I'll be honest about that. It's the smaller way to build. As you build and as your team grows, you can actually, from that same effort, from that same work, if you actually just put in a little bit of work, you could make $4,000, or you can make $8,000, or you can make $16,000 a month with just putting in work and deciding that, I really love this exponential income. I really love being able to create income in the absence of time. That gives me a massive freedom. I want to, start building this business. You can actually earn up to $16,000 a month. And that's just from the matrix that I showed you, that this one right here. That's just from this part, right? And the thing that you're probably asking, well, Nick, if I'm going to create exponential income, it's based on sort of, people actually building businesses. So are people actually hitting ranks in LiveGood? And the answer is a resounding yes. Like I told you earlier, we are creating over 5,000 brand new paychecks per week. That's, at the lowest level, we've got, people hitting bronze, which is over 5,000 people a week are hitting that. Over 600 new silvers per week, every single week in our company. Over 150 new gold people per week. Over 20 new platinums per week. And we are actually having people hit diamond in our company. Diamond in our company means that they are averaging over $10,000 a month, whether they get out of bed or not, whether they take a vacation or not. And so we have two brand new six-figure earners every single week, two brand new people on average hitting diamond right now every single week in this company. I want you to think about that. Two brand new $100,000 earners, not $100,000 a year earners, $10,000 a month on a business that costs 33 cents a day to maintain. That's absolutely just crazy. In 20 years, I've never seen anything like it. And in fact, when I first saw LiveGood, one of the things I was sort of like, I don't know about that. It's like, how big of a business, from an income standpoint, can I really build when it only costs 33 cents a day? But because we are creating exponential income, right? It's not just your income. It's based on what you do, plus what they do, plus what they do, plus what they do, plus what they do. And again, like right now, I'm getting paid on thousands of dollars a month. We've got people getting paid on all 600,000 of those people every single month. And it's resulting in those incomes of $10,000 or more a month and growing. We've got people here, I'm going to show you in a second, that have actually made $100,000 in a single month because of this exponential income. And one more special type of income that I'm going to show you on a business that will cost you 33 cents a day. Absolutely crazy. So again, you can get paid up to 10 levels deep on those fast starts, right? Which is crazy. You can get paid unlimited levels deep on that matrix that I was showing you, but you can even earn over $2,000 even before you start growing $2,000 a month. And again, I've got people on my own personal team who are earning hundreds of dollars a month right now who have never, ever brought a single customer or a single affiliate here to LiveGood. They just love it here. They love the products. And they're getting paid, several hundred dollars a month just to enjoy the products that they were already enjoying anyway. Wouldn't that be cool? So on top of that, the matrix stuff, on top of the fast start and the 10 levels, we have what's even more exciting. This is the most exciting part to me. It's these matching bonuses, and we get paid matching bonuses up to 50%, but these go unlimited levels deep. Basically, this goes for generations of people, 5 generations of people. And I'm not going to go deep into this. There's a video. If you take the free tour, get back to the person who invited you, take the free tour, log in, click on pay plan, and there's a video that goes into the generations in depth and detail. I'm not going to. What I'm going to say is that matching when you get paid and generations of people means that you are getting paid on lots and lots and lots and lots of people, thousands of people, tens of thousands of people, even hundreds of thousands of people. It's crazy. But for the people that you personally bring in, you get paid 50% on whatever they do in their matrix. Now imagine, if you brought in, I'm going to give you an example here. Let's just say you brought in somebody and they were doing $1,000 a month in their matrix. Well, you get 500. They were doing $500 a month, you'd be getting 250. If they were doing 100, you'd get 50. If they did 200, you'd be getting 100. But it doesn't matter if you brought 10 or 100 people, you invited them to this business and they started building their business, you get 50% of whatever they do. So I want you to think about that. Every person that you refer here is like a brand new business center for you. It's like a brand new, it's like opening up a brand new business that you get paid on every single month. Imagine it's like if you owned a fast food chain, for example, it'd be like, well, I've got one Chick-fil-A. Now I've got 2 Chick-fil-A's paying me, right? Now I've got 3 Chick-fil-A's paying me. Now I've got 4. And eventually you've got all these Chick-fil-A's all over the place that you don't show up at, right? They're just there making you money 24/7. 365 days a year, all the time, whether you are working or not. It's kind of like that, but you don't have to get people to pay franchise fees, right? You just get to invite people to a presentation like this where they have to spend a maximum of $49.95 to get started, and then 33 cents a day to be able to enjoy a business that is right now creating 6-figure earners every single week like crazy. And so I wanted to show you this slide and a couple of slides to give you an example of what does a matrix bonus actually mean. And so this is a partner of mine who had a matrix bonus, and this is what he did on his own, right? He went out, he's building his business, sending people to a presentation just like this, just getting his link out, using the tools and the assets and the resources that we give him to, get people to presentations like this. And started building his business. And his personal matrix bonus was based on what he did, right? This is the equivalent of you going to work, you clocking in, you clocking out, and being done. This is the equivalent of that. He made $490. But what happened because of this income where you are constantly getting paid on teams of people? Well, how would you like an extra $12,000 for doing the same or even less work? That's what the matching bonuses will give you. He made $12,631 in matching bonuses. So on his own efforts, he made $490. That's cool, right? But on the efforts of the exponential income that was growing for him, right? Because teams were building teams, underneath him, he gets paid on all of that. And so he got a matching bonus of over $12,000. She got an extra $12,000, not because he was working harder, but because of this exponential income. Now, I'll ask you again, do you want to keep trading time for dollars? Do you want to keep showing up at your job for 8 or 10 or 12 or 14 or more hours every single day and get paid only when you work? Or do you want to get paid when you work, plus when teams of dozens, hundreds, thousands, even hundreds of thousands of people are working on your behalf 24 hours a day, 365 days a year? I think this slide will make you want to have some of that generational income. I'll show you another example here. Again, this is the $1,082.75 is the equivalent of, again, clocking in, clocking out. This is the time that you put in, right? This is the time that this person put into their business. They made on their own, they made $1,000 because of generational income, because of this team, because getting paid on, people, because of this exponential income that I've been talking about, leveraging teams, assets, he added an additional $5 to his, an extra $24,000 for doing the same or even less work. Because again, when you have this exponential income that's working for you all the time, when you're leveraging teams and you're leveraging assets, just like I stepped away and just like Trisha stepped away, you can actually create wealth in the absence of time to give you massive freedom. And the $24,000 is an example of that. And so thing number 5, saying we've got all great teams and things building for us around, right? So yeah, I mean, you're right. You need retention. Retention happens for a couple of reasons. Either you've got products people want, and this has over 500,000. We've actually got over 1,000 paid members now in 8 months, with up to 7,000 more coming in every single day. I'll show you why 7,000 people are coming in every single day in a second. So we have products that people want. We to the point that 600 people in 8 months, these 7,000 people every single day, we're averaging 3,000 to 7,000 every single day. That's actually record-breaking numbers that have stood for 100 years in this industry. We are breaking records. So we absolutely have what people want. And if you have something that people are already buying, it makes it so much easier. And if you can make it easier, if you can make it faster, if you can make it less expensive, and you can make it higher quality, if you've got products people want that people are already buying, and you can make it easier, faster, less expensive, and higher quality, you will get a massively high retention rate. And our retention rate here at LiveGood is 96%. Now, imagine if you could build a business knowing that nearly every customer that you referred here would stay, or every partner that you decided to partner with you as an affiliate would stay long term. That's how you build right now income and long-term walk away generational wealth that will pay you for years and even decades. A 96% retention rate is absolutely astounding. Thing number 6 we've been talking about this whole time is leverage. It's being able to create more while working less. And to be able to do that, again, you've got to be, there's got to be systems in place, training in place. We've got amazing training in place in this community. And you've got to have a community. And I showed you, we've got access to, our own team chats and communities. LiveGood has, amazing support, amazing communities. They do training every single week, multiple times a week, to help you build your business. And we do the same. As a matter of fact, after this presentation, we're going to be doing our own private team training for all paid members. That's going to show you, how we've plugged into a resource that has produced over 1,000 6- and 7-figure earners inside of this industry. Wouldn't you want to know the resource in the training and how to produce like those other 1,000 people who have earned 6 and 7 figures in this industry? We're going to be talking about that here in just a few minutes after this presentation. So thing number 7 is what I call shareholder income. Now, would you like to get a share, a percentage of every single penny a company ever earned? LiveGood, for example, right now is doing over $10 million a month. What if you could get, a piece of that, a percentage of that every single month? The cool thing that LiveGood does is they say, all right, if you help us build, if you really get serious and you build a business and, you're helping us grow our business, we're actually going to give you a percentage of the gross profits of every comes into this company every single month, whether it's a membership, whether it's one of our products that I'll show you inside of that membership, whether it's we have swag and stuff like that, whether it is that $49.95 membership or the $9.95 recurring, it doesn't matter. So right now we have over 600,000 people in this company right now. Every time they spend a single dime, you get a part of that income. And I want to show you exactly what this looks like. And this is on the sort of the median end, right? There people are doing anywhere from 10,000 to 20,000 to even I showed you or I told you, I'm going to show you here in a second, somebody doing $100,000 a month. It's because of this shareholder income. It's getting a piece of every single dime that's made in the entire company at any moment. And so This is actually from somebody, that is in our community, who actually was a school teacher who was able to retire from her job in less than 6 months. But I want to show you what's happening here. You see these weekly incomes here. They're pretty good, 850, almost 700, another 600. But I want to show you the monthly. The monthly is when she's getting paid that shareholder income. It's what that they call a diamond bonus. Again, remember when I said you get to diamond, you get, it's basically a minimum of a $10,000 per month income. I want to show you really what it's doing for a lot of people. This is for July, she did over $23,000. Now, I've been talking about income a lot. I want you to make sure that all the income that I'm sharing with you, it doesn't mean that you're going to come out and earn this income, right? It's showing you the incomes that people are already earning right now. So it's showing you what's possible if you actually come in and if you actually, you plug into the system, you do the work, you build a team. This is what can happen. And so in July, she did 23,000. I think there's, I'm going to move this over. June, she did 19. July, this is August over here. I got this in my way. So July, she did 21. In August, she did 23,000, averaging over $20,000 a month, because those monthly, that's when she gets that diamond bonus. That's when she gets your shareholder bonus. That's when she gets the bonus from a small percent of all of every single dime that's made in the entire company. She gets a part of that. That's over $20,000 a month that she's getting. And that's not even, the top of the top here. We've had a guy, I mentioned, Tim earlier. Tim actually was homeless in December, started building his business from a homeless shelter on a shelter computer using a government phone. And in less than 6 months, he raced out to an income of over $100,000 in a single month. And he's been maintaining that over, 2-3 months now. Imagine $100,000 a month on for a business that costs 33 cents a day. There's no upsells here. I'm not hiding anything from you. There's no like package that everybody's paying $10,000 for, or having to jump into these ups. There's nothing. There's 33 cents a day. That's it. That's where all of these numbers are coming from. Again, I can't promise you any income, but I am showing you real numbers that are happening right now from real people inside of this company. And so Tim, in like I said, broke $100,000 in less than 6 months and has maintained that over the last couple of months on a business that's costing him 33 cents a day. And he was homeless 8 months ago. He's homeless and he's doing $100,000 a month right now. Where else can you do this industry? Nowhere else. So thing number 8 that you need is, something that's high converting and fast. So if you didn't know, it's time to break something to you, maybe a little bit painful, because the reason that we move so quickly is because everybody who comes into, our business, and whoever invited you this presentation also invited you to take a free tour. Now, if you didn't take that free tour and other people have been taking that free tour ahead of you, remember that image of everybody being placed in that matrix? So right now, everybody that they invited is coming in a straight line. They grab their free spot, straight line, and they're actually time stamped for when they came in. Every Thursday, all of those people in that straight line actually get placed into this matrix that I've been. So what happens is if let's say if Bob invited you here, but what if Bob invited you, and he also invited Sally and Jim and Leo? Well, Sally and Jim and Leo and Joe are all going to get placed into that matrix that you see filling into the right there before you. And what that means is instead of you earning off of them, remember all that exponential income I've been talking about? Instead of you earning all that exponential from them, they're going to be earning that exponential income from you should you decide to eventually come in. So what this is doing is create urgency inside of this business. And, to give you some numbers, I've kind of dorked out on this industry for the last 20 years. I really love the numbers. I've always paid attention to the numbers. And here's how sales works in a cold direct sales market. Generally, 1% of people buy right away, 90 days for up to 15% of your And then the other like 84 to 85% of your buyers, it takes them anything that you put in front of them. Now, do you have time to wait 18 months for people to get started in your business or in your company or in your opportunity? No, none of us do, right? And so this has shortened the buying cycle to less than 7 days. So we're going from 90 days to 18 months down to less than 7 days. And here's the cool thing: instead of 1% of people buying right away, it's 30% of people on a company average are buying right away. We've got people on where 90% of anybody that they show that free tour to gets started right away. My own numbers are about 70% of everybody that decides to get started in my business right away in days. What that means is you're shortening the buying cycle and getting paid right now. Remember that one of the first things I told you needed was right now income. This is what this urgency that we're creating, it creates a frenzy every single Thursday where everyone's like, I've got this free spot, but I want to lose this potential, generational income building for me. And so people are coming in on Thursday at a crazy high rate. So we average about 3,500 paid members a day. Yeah, so Friday through Wednesday, right? On Thursday, because humans are humans, right? They wait till the last minute. On Thursday, everyone's like, you know what? I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose this potential generational income. I don't want to lose the ability to, potentially earn 1,000 paid members. What we're doing here are really, really crazy. We've got built-in urgency for you. And what this results in is business is growing much, much more quickly. This is why we're seeing so many people, for example, hit those incomes of like six figures a year, the $10,000 a month, in less than 6 months. We're only 8 months into this thing, and we're averaging those numbers. That's only going to. And so thing number 9 is, this is a 33 cents per day membership. This is a membership that's actually our product. I'll get into that here in a second. But it pays big. I already showed you that it pays big. We've got people doing, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, even $100,000 a month. We've got people brand new, 5,000 brand new people creating paychecks every week, and from anywhere to, a few dollars to, hundreds of dollars to multiple thousands of dollars a month. And this is all happening in a very, very short period of time. Also, our membership creates cash flow for you just by using it. I'm going to show you here that it creates $140 of cash flow for me every single month, whether I build my business or not. And so how does that work? Well, I want you to think about this, our product here at LiveGood, as it's sort of like Costco or even like Amazon, or if you've got companies around you in your area of the world where you pay a monthly or a yearly fee and you get massive discounts on the products inside of that membership. That's what we have here. And so, if you think about Costco, for example, my wife and I, we pay $60 a year for a Costco membership, and we get to go to Costco whenever we want to and save big money, but we have to buy like gallons of ketchup, or we got to buy like 100 rolls of toilet paper at a time or whatever. We use it, it does save us money over time, but we've got to go in and we've got to use it to buy in bulk. The difference between what we're doing here at LiveGood is we have a membership model, but we get to buy as much as we want when we want it because we love it. Even if we don't feel like ordering something, we don't have to. There's no auto ships here. There's no overpriced products. I'll show you, I'm saving $140 a month on the same. There's no requirements here to earn. I've been in companies before where I had to be on $200 a month of auto ship on a product I didn't want $200 a month worth, but I had to pay that $200 just to get paid. And most months I wasn't even making $200 a month. So it was silly and it was crazy. A lot of you have probably been in that situation where you're forced to pay for what they call an auto ship for a product that's actually costing you more than you're making from the company on the chance that you might build a business. But what does that result in? It results in people not being able to afford to stick around. And the average company in this industry, less than 3, it's not our 96% retention rate. It's people aren't sticking around at all, and maximum sticking around less than 3 months. You can't build a business when people are sticking around less than 3 months. It just doesn't happen. Again, we get to buy what we want when we want it because we love it and because the products work. It creates cash flow for you. I'm going to show you that in a second. We save up to 75% or more on stuff we're already buying. So the membership is really, it's changing the industry. It's creating what I call that duh moment, right? Because when you see it, you're like, why didn't somebody think of this earlier? Why have we been paying $100 or $200 a month for a product just so some guy at the top of the compensation plan could buy a new house or fly around in a private jet, because that's what this is all about, right? And typical companies, you come in, and the reason you're paying that $100 or $200 a month for auto ship is because the big they need to pay for their jets and their cars and the big events and all this other stuff that's totally unnecessary. Where LiveGood wanted everybody to have be on equal footing, to have a real chance to not just get products that they need, right? Because we actually want our products. I'll talk about that in a second here. You just, even if you want the products, you can't afford to be on it. When your members own $9.95 a month, and you can buy things at 75% off that you're already buying, it just makes more sense. And you're like, why didn't somebody think of this earlier? But I'm glad LiveGood finally did. So here's how this saves me, over $140 a month. Before I started LiveGood, using the membership, which right now inside of our membership, we have an entire suite of health and wellness products. We're going to expand over time, but right now we are totally devoted to health and wellness and helping people get healthy, stay healthy, and do it at affordable prices. Because again, just like building a business, you can't build a business if nobody's here in 3 months. You can't be healthy and maintain your health if you can't afford the things you need for more than 3 months, right? We want people to be able to afford what they need for the rest of their lives. And so here's an example. I was a friend of mine had recommended Athletic Greens to me, so my wife and I started researching them. I'm literally about to press the button on ordering Athletic Greens, and if I got it on auto ship, it was going to cost me $80 a month. So right away, I saved $81 a month because I didn't get Athletic Greens. Also, we're looking at Super Beets, which is a Reds product that costs $40 a month. It costs $18 here at LiveGood for a better product. Our product here is organic. It has, better different ingredients that there are no other companies on the planet have the ingredients that we have, can get the results that we are as a result of that. And so instead of $40, I was paying $18. That's saving me another $21, $22 a month. My dad had actually sent us this coffee made from mushrooms called Mudwater, and that costed $40 a month if we were on auto ship. Now we're paying less than $18 a month for this, mushroom coffee. Again, that is of higher quality, that actually has some coffee in it, which Mudwater does not. And it's only less than $18 a month. So another $21 or $22 there that I saved. Our multivitamin was costing us $30 a month. We're paying less than $10. So another $20. What this is all added up to is over $140 a month in additional cash flow each month from a $9.95 membership. I want you to think about, it's not just $140 of saved money. This was $140 that I was spending already. So that's cash flow into my life that I didn't have before. So just by being a member here of this membership, that again allows us to save 75% or more on products that we're already taking. I'm getting $140 a month that I didn't have before back into my life. That is real cash flow that I can use to do real things. We've got much more, inside of the membership. We have CBD, we have aminos, we have multivitamins, super greens, super reds, coffee, proteins, factor 4, D3K2, magnesium, energy products. We got skincare products. We just released collagen, which is absolutely fantastic. We just released these energy patches and these sleep patches. I've actually been testing these out, and they work amazingly well. And so all of our products here, I want to give you guys some input on, just my own story. Over the last few years, I've really taken control of what I eat and what I put into my body, even what I put onto my body. And I've become what I call myself is an ingredient snob, which means I don't put anything in my body. I don't put anything on my body that I haven't fully researched, that I don't know what's in it, that I don't know that absolutely is really, really, really good for me, that has the highest quality organic ingredients, that I know are sourced from a good area, that I know aren't hurting the communities that they're sourced from. So, I put a lot of time and effort into finding out, what goes into my body and what goes onto my body. And so when I first looked at LiveGood, I was like, all right, but I'm going to look at the products first and the ingredients first, because it doesn't matter if I can make it. Really, it doesn't matter if I can make $1 million a year here if I'm damaging myself and I'm hurting other communities by using the products, right? It took me 5 minutes to see that these products were actually better than the ones I was already taking. And again, I'm a self-confessed ingredient snob. So that means quite a bit. Our products, again, we want people to have the highest quality at the lowest prices because we want people to get healthy, stay healthy, and do it in a way that they can actually afford. That's sort of the motto here. So we've got much more coming. We've got up to 200 products in the, sort of in queue right now, ready to release. But it's kind of, again, guys, it's like getting paid on every single Costco membership or every single, Amazon membership, or even like think about Netflix where you're paying per month where, you can watch Netflix if you want to, or you can watch a movie, or you can watch a series, but maybe you don't want to, right? You're not forced to watch anything. Just like here at LiveGood, I'm not forced to buy if I have live some reds left at the end of the month, which I never do. I don't have to order anymore, but I want to, right? I want to order. I love the products. The products are working really, really well for me and my entire family. So I want to have them, and I'm getting them at literally 75% less than what I was paying in the marketplace. And so thing number 10 is what I call the rocket fuel of this business, and any business really, is you need momentum and you need timing. Timing matters. It absolutely matters. I've been studying businesses for a long, long time. And the way that these businesses grow is they start off kind of flat, then they spike up, and they'll spike up for 2 to 3, maybe 4 years max. And it's in that little spike up period where walk away generational income is created. And then after that, 4 or 5 years, it starts to flatline. And the business after that is super successful, right? It continues to grow. But those, who came in at that spike, those are the ones who are already basically living on the beaches of the world because they took advantage of momentum. Momentum matters when you have, excitement happening around a product and excitement happening around a company and growth happening around a company. It's a lot easier to get people into a company now when we're less than, like 700,000, when we're going to be at several million people. It's way easier now when you're at this in the middle of this. We're actually at the beginning of that spike, right? So your timing is absolutely, absolutely perfect. And the momentum, what it allows you to do is it allows you to create actually more result in less work because again, you're creating in that growth phase, and then you can just create that walk away generational type income. And that's what we used to call in this industry like mailbox money, right? Because you weren't working, but every day you'd go out to your, or every week or every month or whatever, you go out to your mailbox and you'd have a check in there from a company that you weren't even like actively building anymore, right? That's what you're in position to do right now here at LiveGood. And the last bonus thing is all of this is just 33 cents a day. I want you to think about, the massive discounts you saw you're getting on products. I want you to think of the massive incomes that you've seen here if you're looking to build a business. This is happening on 33 cents a day. I've never been in a company with such a little, like maintenance fee that was producing at such a high level at every area. So the question you might have is, does this work? Well, again, we've got, over 500,000. We're actually over 600,000 paid members in 8 months. We're getting up to 7,000 members a day. We're averaging, right now since February, 2 brand new 6-figure earners every single week. Over 5,000 brand new paychecks every single week are being created. Listen, most companies do not ever create 5,000 paychecks over the life of the company. We're doing brand new 5,000 brand new paychecks every single week inside of LiveGood. And again, the products inside of the membership, they work so well that even though we don't have to buy a single one of them if we don't want to, the average order amount is 5 different products at a time. And people are reordering and reordering and reordering and reordering. We've actually sold out of product in a company where you don't have to buy a single thing. We've sold out of product. So it's the amount of product that we are moving because, again, it is higher quality, it's less expensive, and you're getting it shipped directly to your house. So remember if you can make it easier, if you can make it faster, if you can make it less expensive, and you can make it higher quality, you've got something there. And that's what Live does. It does all of those things for us. And absolutely it works on every level. Question number 2, can I do it? Well, think back to some of the leverage I've been talking about. I understand that you may be new. I understand that you may have not had success here. I've been at a point where, I was $30,000 to $50,000 in debt because I was failing and failing and failing and failing and failing. But what happens when you find the right person and the right model and the right company to stand behind? Think about that story I told you when I found Darren Gaudry. I was failing miserably. Again, we were floating between $30,000 and $50,000 in debt, all from me, from my failures in trying to build businesses. I found the right person to help me. I found the right model. I found the right products at the time. And in the 12 months following that, I made my first $101,000 online. And I've been doing it now for 20 years in a row, and I've never looked back. So when you find the right people and the right model and the right products, and you've got tools and systems and training, and you can leverage websites and done for you emails and done for you websites, absolutely you can do this. So just a quick recap, and I'll let you guys go. I'll let you decide if you want to take that free tour with us. But from the income side, again, if we have up to 7,000 paid members every single day coming in, and you can eventually get paid on all of them, as I've showed you. We're currently averaging at least 2 brand new 6-figure earners every single week since February. We're only 8 months total, 8 months old total, and these are the numbers we're doing. Over 5,000 brand new paychecks every single week. Again, I've got to update my slides here, but we're over 600,000 members in about 8 months now, and we've seen incredible incomes of up to $100,000 or more in a single month. So from the income side, the potential absolutely is there. From the product side, again, we have no auto ships. You can buy what you want, when you want it, because it works, right? No customer requirements to earn, right? So you don't have to buy products that you don't want just in order to, unlock commissions, for example, right? You never have to bring a single customer or a single affiliate or partner in here ever to earn income. We've got people earning hundreds, even, over $1,000 a month, having not even started building their business yet. You can save big, and I've created an additional $140 a month in cash flow into my life on stuff you're already buying. Listen, if you are buying supplements already, any of those products, or CBD, or collagen, or the sleep, or the vitamins, or the protein, or the skincare, any of that stuff that you're already buying, you can save 75% or more on, and you get the highest quality products at the lowest prices. So again, you can get healthy, stay healthy, and do it in a way that you can afford, and all for just 33 cents per day. So listen, that's all I got for you. I hope that, I wanted to just give you the truth. I wanted to just give you the numbers. I wanted to show you what we're doing and show you how we're doing it, and show you how you could do it too. If you haven't taken the free tour, at least take the free tour. Get into the back office, and you'll be able to see the numbers coming into the company. You can, put me to the test. Look at the numbers that are coming in day after day after day after day after day. And you'll see that what I was showing you is actually happening right now. Get into our communities, and you will see the results of people that are happening every single day. Get onto our Thursday night call or our Friday morning call, and they're going to be recognizing people and talking about people and showing you real results happening right now. They're going to show you testimonials of people, on our products having amazing, amazing results. And so just go ahead, take the free tour. If you love what you see, get started before Thursday. It will lock in your spot, whatever spot you lock in tonight. When you lock in your free tour, you don't lose that spot until after Thursday. So as long as you lock in your paid membership by Thursday, you've got that spot where, again, you can start creating that generational walk away income of people who are building, with you and for you, and building that exponential income. You can start building towards that shareholder income, and you can start building income in a way that actually gives you the time and the freedom to, again, do what you love the most with who you love the most, and serving the people, communities, and causes that speak to your heart. So I thank you for coming to this presentation. Get back to the person who invited you here. Take the free tour. We love you. We appreciate you. I thank you for your time. Love God, love people. Talk soon. I'm on the inside. Take care.